Happy full moon in Libra. We've just gone into the full moon energies. Well, they've been happening for a few days. They always start a few days before and go for a few days after. It's good. Libra's all about balance. So what balance are you bringing into your month ahead? What are you releasing with this moon that's throwing you out of balance? You know, Libra's so about the scales and just, having everything just so and in balance. So think about that today when you're setting the intentions to release. What is throwing you out of balance right now? What do you feel you could work on within yourself to release any kind of disharmony in your system? I just had an amazing class. This was the third or fourth time I've run my tapping into intuition, and it just keeps getting more and more amazing every time. The next class is going to be shadow work, integration of shadow work, and I'm going to end up putting all these together for an ascension class because all of these lead to our ascension, and it's really cool once you start tapping into your inner power and your innate abilities and your own psychic gifts. How quickly ascension can happen when you believe it and when you tap into it. It's really windy here today. I was going to go out on my motorcycle, but I'm not now because it's windy. I just wanted to talk about, I heard Phil Good, actually it was funny, Phil Good and another leader that I follow, light leader, were talking about our power and our magnetism and how when you're out of your power, you're looking outside of you for direction, and you'll find that you're reaching out to others for answers. And when you can tap into your power, you just know the answers. Just ask yourself. If you're having a moment, quiet your mind and ask yourself, and you will always have the answers. Source, you channel the answers because we're all tapped into the same intuitive knowing. We're all tapped into the same source, God source, every single one of us here, whether we follow a religion, whether we, just do our own thing, whether we're spiritual, non-spiritual, we're all tapped in. But we just have to know how to read that energy and how to increase our own vibrational frequency to properly tap in to the all and the knowing. Yeah. Have you ever felt like you're just sort of out of your power? When you're feeling a little lost, or you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling like life sucks. That's when you just need to pull into yourself and understand that that's okay. Release those feelings and feel it. Dig to the bottom of that and find out where that feeling's coming from, where your disempowerment's coming from, because we all disempower ourselves. Nobody else disempowers us. We allow that to happen. And the sooner we can step out of our victim mentality and blaming other people for the stuff that goes on in our life, the sooner you can step into your power and your magnetism and start to work with the energies around you and start to live in your integrity and start to better understand that you create the world around you. We're all creators of the universe. Nobody else creates our reality but us. And it's pretty cool once you start to clear your system and you can see clearly. You can see what lies ahead of you. You can understand that the how is not up to you. The why is up to you. The now is up to you. The surrender is up to you. But the how is never up to you. So tap into that. It's so imperative and it's so important on our ascension journey. And a lot of us get brought together from different sides of the planet. I just love that. I love that. I think it's so powerful how like souls vibrate together. It's like frequencies find like frequencies, right? One of the questions in my class today was how being a healer, working with energies, how do you keep away the energies that you don't want around you? And it's not that I ever try to keep anything away, but what happens is as you raise your vibration and you vibrate up, things will still come at you, but you see them for what they are. Discernment becomes super sharp and you can understand the energies. I used an analogy think of the sun. Think of your energy like the sun. When you're in a lower vibrational state, things will be attracted to you. But when you vibrate up and you heal, you become like the sun. And those lower vibrational entities and attachments, what will happen if they touch the sun? You will burn. They will be brought to light. They will be alchemized. They will precipitate out. It's just sending those energies love. It's sending them all love and knowing that they have a consciousness and they have a place. There's a reason they're here because somebody's mind has put the energy into them. Allow them to release. Allow the frequencies that are not serving you and your system to release. That is my intention for you. That is what I want everybody to do for this whole full moon. And when you set intentions, set them in a high vibe way. That's my number one point of advice for today. Oh, hi, Sherry. What I want you to do is when you set intentions is to work with your neurolinguistics. Work with high vibe words. So don't say, I want to remove shame. Don't say, I want to, be debt free, because all the universe hears is shame or debt. Use high vibe words. Like, say, if you want to get rid of debt, say, I am going to be financially free. I am going to be abundant, because that's what the universe hears. And that's what it pulls to you on your frequency level. And as you start to see things in a higher consciousness, you realize that words are so powerful. They're spells, the words that we use, the linguistics that we use in our mind, in our inner dialogue and our external dialogue are so powerful. So choose high vibrational words. Speak with love, speak with reverence, speak with integrity, be very cautious, remove the judgment from your inner dialogue, judgment of self and others. Bring in love, bring in peace, bring in joy. And I know it probably sounds cliche, but it works. Trust me. I wasn't in this spot a year ago. I wasn't in this spot 6 months ago. It's all a learning process, and ascension is not linear. It's all over the map, but just stay with it. It's so worth it. I'm going to pull a quick card. I love you all so much. I haven't been on here for a few days, so I apologize. I've been so busy. So we're going to clear the energies, and we're going to ask Spirit to bring a card to us today that we need. Do you like my ring? I got this awesome Moldavite ring yesterday on my journey, and it's so awesome because I was going to order one off Etsy, and then I went in this little nook and cranny store in Kensington and Calgary, and this guy had these brought in from, I think it was Croatia, because that's where all the Moldavite is pretty much from, like that Slovenia area, because it's meteor. They're higher dimensional energies, right? Because it's glass that was made from a meteor striking the earth. But I was just like, I have to buy this. It is so cool. I made myself my own pendant, but I really wanted a ring. So I lost focus there because I was so excited about this ring. And get yourself a piece of Moldavite, especially on your ascension process, because it really works with your energies, and it's freaking amazing for awakening and continue to ascend. So I love you. I will pull a card. Okay. I got chills. Full moon. I release. I'm always just like mind blown by Spirit. It says, I release. I no longer worry. I let go of it all. Negative attitudes towards life. I do not have to fight. I do not have to live in fear. I release everything into God's hands and I let go. I trust, and I now allow life to place its events before me. It will guide me towards my truth. And this totally ties into my tapping into intuition class that I just did, because that's what we talk about. Oh, you've been looking for Moldavite? Yeah, find it. You can find it on Etsy. There's lots of fake stuff out there. The real stuff is not shiny. It's very like beach glassy looking, and it's very pitted and not linear because it's not crystal. It's not crystalline, right? It doesn't have that crystalline structure. But how cool is this card for today? Full moon energies in full effect, and we're releasing that shit from our system that's no longer serving us. Continue to release. Continue to do the freaking awesome work that you're doing. Continue loving yourself. Continue loving those around you and loving every circumstance, the good, bad, the ugly, the amazingness. Just love it all because it's all a gift, because we're here. It's a divine gift. You're breathing. Life is good. Focus on that. I just made an event for Healing Circle on Tuesday evening. So I think it's at 7 Mountain Standard Time. So I don't know where you are in the world, but I would love to see some new faces there. They're always amazing. They're $25 Canadian. So I keep the price point very, very low so people can tune in. I always channel a meditation for every group that I have for whatever I feel the collective requires in that. The healing circles always have the same sort of healing. I go through all the healing, all the chakras, the energy system, and then I will channel a meditation on top of that and some light language. So I would love to see you there. The link is at the top in the events tab. They're awesome. I just love them. And when you get your ticket, a Zoom link is emailed to you at checkout, after checkout. So they're great. I love holding these events and connecting with people from all over the world. Like I'm so grateful to be able to connect and work with people all over the globe. You guys are all so amazing. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of this group and a part of my journey, because you guys are all affirming that I'm on the right path as well. And I have so much love and gratitude towards that, because this is what life is about, is sharing our wisdom. It's about sharing our gifts. It's just about stepping into our power, and that's what I want to do. I'm here to empower you on how to step into your power. That's actually, you know what? I'm going to do a course on that too. And if you ever have ideas on anything that you'd like me to teach in a course, message me or share it in the group. You know, I am always looking for ideas. Like I said, I'm working on a shadow work course. A lot of my courses, they're all channeled, so I plan them. I have an outline, and then usually when I get into them, a lot of it comes through. I have my outline and then I work off that. And they're really cool because they just shift and they morph with the energy of the group. And I love it. Anyway, I got to run. I'm going to the gym, and then I'm going for ice cream. Life's about balance, right? Go for a run, lift some weights, and then go treat yourself to ice cream. Love you. Have an amazing day, and I will be back soon. Bye. Happy full moon.